David, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Everybody, God was on the phone with me. He's still trying to get online. Hello, hello.
I hear Brian.
Dang, go ahead. I keep knocking myself off. I got my volume turned down, and
I can hear you fine.
No, I haven't talked to her. Louise probably has. Louise, you talked to Gina?
Yeah, she's home in a lot of pain and probably will be out a month or so.
All right, you still trying? We'll give Dean a few more minutes so we'll have a quorum.
So we got a quorum. No, we don't. We got to have Dean.
Louise, is our parliamentarian, is it a quorum if Dean joins us by telephone?
Yeah, as long as they're on this meeting. Because that's what I thought David was doing, was joining by telephone.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, I can see you all on the computer. I just can't. I don't have a. City hadn't given me a computer with a.
I bet you your
camera
screen,
on it.
I bet you your camera's covered.
No,
I would see the camera.
Every time we put the meeting number in, it keeps adding dashes and stuff to it, and it says too many letters.
Mm.
I was talking to Eddie Biedenbach the other day, and he had a computer for 12 years and didn't have a camera, couldn't do anything, and his daughter went over there and pulled that thing back and had the camera on the computer.
No.
12 years he's been trying to find the camera.
I couldn't hear that, see?
You what?
I didn't hear that.
So I can hear Dean now.
I heard somebody. I wasn't sure it was Dean, but I heard somebody.
Dean?
Yes, sir.
He's on my phone.
I can hear him.
All right.
Yeah, I heard him too.
Well, let's just go ahead and start the meeting, and I assume we have a quorum because we've done this by phone before and it worked. All right.
Yep.
Everybody okay with
Yes,
that?
sir.
All right. I'll call the meeting to order then. I want to remind everybody that that we're being recorded and on live TV. So keep that in mind as we go forward. A big thank you to Dylan and Penny for setting this up and making us all legal. And thank everybody for joining in today. I appreciate it. I know it's been tough doing these meetings via Zoom, and I got a feeling it's going to be a few more months before we meet personally together again. I'll start off. Thank you, Brian, for getting out the minutes, and I appreciate that. And unless there's any questions or comments about the minutes, I'll entertain a motion to accept.
I'll make a motion.
Dean first.
I'll second.
Louise is second. Okay. All right. I'll go straight into the pros report. As you note on my agenda, there's no written report from Matt because he's been so busy keeping the golf course clean and trying to clean up after this storm we just had. So take it away, David.
Okay, everybody has their monthly summary, I hope.
Yep, I got it, David.
Start under Pro Shop notes there, where I summed it all up. Total revenue for July was best ever at $176,429. It's about $12,725 more dollars than last July. And last July was a record. So both months were $30,000 to $40,000 more than previous July totals. So we've obviously been really busy here. I did want to mention Pro Shop sales. We did almost $13,000 in Pro Shop sales. Started to get a lot of merchandise in July, and it's been selling really good. We're still operating with the 10-minute tee time increments and one rider per cart due to COVID-19. Again, this does occasionally cause us to not have carts available for anyone. Golfers wanting to ride have to wait until a cart is returned. Generally, it's been about a 15 to 20-minute wait, and usually happens in the 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock time frame. The demand for morning tee times has been higher than usual. And I think this is due to the public not having many recreational options due to COVID-19, so more people are playing golf. Also, we're having to move the first tee times of the day back. We were at 7 a.m., now we're at 7:20 due to daylight issues, which delay maintenance from starting their morning routines. Many groups that have been playing here sometimes don't understand that we don't have as many tee times available as we have in the past due to these 10-minute increments. So I get a lot of groups that we try to squeeze in, but I can only squeeze so much in with the 10-minute increments. I've lost tee times. Instead of 8 going to 10-minute tee time increments, basically every 2 hours I lose 3 tee times. So it's getting, sometimes some folks are getting a little, they understand, but it's hard to still fit the same number or more golfers in with fewer tee times. I think everybody can understand that. So we're doing the best we can with that to try and keep everybody happy, but it's possible to be 100% and get everybody on the golf course. The course, greens, fairways, well, not greens, fairways, and tees, just the greens. Sorry about the fairways and tees. They were aerated July 14th through 16th. The course was closed during that aerification. Basically, the course is fully recovered by August 3rd. I think the greens are in great shape right now, and it certainly didn't seem to bother our play too much. We've been very busy. Not a big deal in our play. We told everybody ahead of time. We aerated the golf course, so they didn't get any surprises when they came here, and things went real well with that. The City Am, Big City Am, scheduled for the end of the month, last weekend of the month, 29th and 30th. Already got about 60 applications in, which is pretty good at this point. A lot of people like to wait till the end, but I put a little penalty, extra $15 if they waited too long, trying to get them to get their apps in early enough for us, not wait till the last minute. We'll certainly have over 100 players, I'm sure of that. Should be a really strong field. The hurricane that came through here Monday night, the course closed at noon on Monday, August 3rd, due to hurricane, still Isaias, I think it is, arriving Monday night. Damage was not too bad considering what happened when Florence hit, but it was probably worse than Matt expected. I'm sure he'll go into that when it's his turn. But we lost about 8 smaller trees, and fortunately they were mostly out of play trees. Debris everywhere, broken branches are everywhere, that kind of thing. The power line that runs from number 3 tee to number 15 tee was a main reopening hurdle as it was on the ground. So it was finally repaired on Wednesday, just prior to the course reopening at 2 o'clock. Obviously, we couldn't open with that power line on the ground. Any questions so far?
That power line, what did it control?
Just the pump station from the road to the pump station. I was just more concerned about, when we came in Tuesday and saw it down, you never know if a power line is live or not. So right. I was concerned until Duke Energy got out there about whether there was actual power on it or not. Once they got out, shut the power down and started repairing it, then I felt a little better about it. And, they got it fixed on Wednesday, like David said, and we got back open after they fixed it.
Yeah, well, that's good. I was concerned maybe we didn't get a service to the pump or something like that over there and mess something up like that.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
Okay,
Hello,
David.
can't hear anybody.
Okay, David, you want to continue?
Well, unless you want me to go with details line items in here, I don't have anything else.
I'll need something on the revenues and stuff. I know you had a record month. And you had a lot of alcohol sales this past month that were up there. And
yep, $5,408.
Yeah, and total rounds was way up there too.
Yeah, total rounds 5,223. That was just 20 rounds or so more than last year.
Yeah.
But
The average revenue per round is way up too.
yes, it is. Yep. Pro shop sales, alcohol sales, all that goes into that average revenue per round.
Yeah, I know. I was just noticing.
So,
maybe people are starting to spend more in the pro shop now. We'll see.
well, yeah, I think they are when we can stock it good. Like I told you earlier, I start to run out of money and I can't stock it as good as I would like to at times. I've tried to get that amount upped. And as I told you earlier, when this new clubhouse gets put in here at some point, and this whole operational upgrade as far as pro shop sales, when you have a nicer pro shop, it just leads to higher sales. So we'll have to get my purchase to buy up higher where it needs to be. I get about 55,000 now. I could probably use 75 or 80,000 to really get it going right.
Okay. Anybody have any questions of David?
David, what are you selling in the pro shop? What are you selling? Shoes or what's hot?
Yeah, I got I got an influx of shoes in here right after the new budget year kicked in. I got 108 pairs of shoes in that are really good buys, the flex shoes and the FootJoy Contour shoe. Those have been selling good. Pro V1s have been selling good. Golf balls have been selling good. I mean, I think I always price everything in here very competitively with outside sources. I don't expect people to pay more money to buy stuff in the pro shop when I can sell it at a profit. So I'll compete with Dick's or whomever I have to. I don't want people to go down the road to buy something because they will over $1. And you know what? I don't blame them. I might do it too. So I always felt like we got to price it competitive, and that's what we do.
Good. That's good.
Plus, you got to have the impulse items there too. You can't be out of gloves and sizes and things such as that. And we stock a wide variety of golf balls from cheap. I've got guys, a lot of people come in here, what's the cheapest golf ball you have? Well, I'm fine with that because we make good money on cheap golf balls. Probably more money than we do off of Pro V1s at times. But basically, the more you stock the pro shop with, you can't be foolish about it, but the more you stock in there, the more you're going to sell. Right? So you can't buy something if the cart's empty. You got to have inventory in there.
We might probably need to talk further at some point about your year-end running out of money for buying merchandise and see what we can do to rectify that situation somehow. That doesn't make any sense for you not to be able to have any money for buying merchandise at the end of the year, in May and June.
Especially a busy time of the year.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. We'll get into that later. But we don't have to do it right now. All right. Let's come up with some solution.
Sounds good.
All right. Any other questions, David?
Amy called me about 4 o'clock. So she's in the process of, I believe, moving houses, changing houses is what I took that to mean. So that's why she is not here right now. I just want to give everybody a heads up on that.
Okay. Thank you, David.
And I know Louise has the clubhouse renovation information to share with us.
Yeah, well, I want to hear a little bit from Matt first. He didn't do a written report.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, that's why I hadn't done a written report. To be honest, we've just been completely overwhelmed over the past probably week or two. It's just kind of everything kind of hitting all at one time. I've been kind of short on staff. James, one of my employees, has been out on maternity leave for 6 weeks. So I've been kind of without him. Then I had a couple of temp employees that's had some issues with their parents. One of them dying, one getting cancer. So it's been one thing after another that's kind of left me shorthanded a little bit. And then the hurricane hitting and all that good stuff. We just got our new equipment as well today. So that's kind of why I didn't have a lot of time today to type up a report. We've been going through all this new equipment, make sure it's running properly and trying to find the right place to store it and getting the mowing height set on it all and all that good stuff so we can start using it. So just real briefly, you know, we're kind of in that process of, I guess, recovering from aerification, which we've pretty much recovered. Just kind of working now on kind of getting the green speed back. The holes are filled in. I would say they're pretty much 100% filled in. You can still see some signs of aerification, but as far as smoothness, they're putting pretty smooth. My main issue right now is it's been so hot and humid, and all the fertility we put out back to encourage recovery from the aerification. I'm really having to wean the greens off of fertilizer completely to get them under control, because they're just growing too fast right now, and the leaf blade's just too fat. So we're just kind of, I guess you could say, putting them on a diet right now and trying to lean them out to get them putting smoother and get them good for the city end, which I don't think is going to be an issue. It's just taking a little longer than what I expected. So you know, we got that going for us. Fairways are actually filling in nice. You know, we might have a few spots here and there we're going to have to sod, but overall, I think I've seen a huge improvement since May and June for sure, because we've definitely had the weather to grow some grass. We got in a little drought period there for about 3 weeks, and now it's like the faucet won't turn off. So you know how it is. It's normal in Wilmington is the weather will change every 2 weeks and go from one extreme to the other. So just been dealing kind of with Mother Nature. Louise contacted me asking about some of the trees that they planted. We didn't have any damage to any of those 33 trees that we planted for Friends Immunity. They still look good. A couple of them leaning here and there. We need to stand back up. We'll get to that. So we pretty much got the whole golf course cleared off from once we had this hurricane came in, and you always work from greens outward. So we got the greens cleared. Then we focused on the fairways, the tees, blew everything into the rough. Now we've kind of blown everything from the rough into the wood line. So all that's left is basically bigger limbs and trees that can't be blown, that have to be chainsawed, picked up, put in a tractor and trailer and dumped. So what we're doing is we're working kind of on that, kind of our second phase jobs in the morning. So because we can't just neglect the golf course, quit taking care of it just to clean up the hurricane debris. So we got to kind of prioritize the maintenance of the golf course, and then kind of that hurricane cleanup kind of comes secondary. So I'm hoping we'll have all the trees around the golf course, all the big stuff cleaned up by City M, and have a nice, clean, nice looking golf course for those participants. That's kind of our goal. And to have all the turf to the best quality that we can have it in by then. And I think all that's doable. Can't think of anything really major coming up. We've been focusing on weed control. About 2 or 3 weeks ago, kind of went out and sprayed the different types of weeds we got. So we're pretty clean right now. Other than that, I can't really, my mind's kind of so overwhelmed. I can't really think of anything off the top of my head that we've really focused on other than aerification and hurricane cleanup really in the past 2 or 3 weeks since we talked last. So if you got any questions, you know, let me know. I'll do my
Matt, any update on the reflectors for the flag sticks?
Yeah, I talked with David about that, and that's something we are going to do. It's just as soon as we started thinking about doing that, I kind of got overwhelmed, like we talked about. So yeah, it's definitely on the list. I'll write it down right here. I'm in my office right now, so I'll make a note of it right now while I'm thinking of it.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Anything else?
Any other questions or comments? Okay. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate that. All the hard work you're doing, you and your staff.
Thank you.
I'll go into, let Louise go over the renovation committee's report from, our discussion from, John Sawyer the other day.
Okay, Steve and Fred and Amy and John and myself met on the committee. And John went over all the plans. ATD is the company that won the bid. It looks like they're going to try to start in October. And I think they have a year to build it within, but hopefully they'll be able to cut that short a little bit. John had to find $62,000 to help get the budget straight. And then Amy, of course, asked the city for $165,000, and they gave us that. We are going to keep the front porch. Of course, the parking lot will be the same. The catering kitchen will be there, and of course, the pro shop and registration is also going to be there. First Tee is responsible for getting us a trailer for David to operate out of while we're doing this, and Amy's talked with them. They're the good things. The bad things, we do not have any furnishings that can go in there because we don't have any money. So there's about $150,000 to $200,000 that's going to be needed for furniture. And Amy is supposed to send us a list, or John, of the furniture that they have in the renderings that we might need. So that's going to be a hard thing to do, to try to get it by opening. But that's, the downside. They just don't have any money. So, and we don't have any left because of this bid. But overall, it's good. We're going to get started. And so hopefully we'll see something by next year.
Well, we'll have to furnish it, Louise. I mean, I don't know if we can go in our fund balance some for that or what, but we should get a good kick in our fund balance after the good year we had last fiscal year. We don't know the results of that yet, but that should add several hundred more $1,000s in there.
Yeah, and I think when it comes closer, Amy's going to find some revenue. I think right now she just doesn't have it. But I think by next July or something, that, there'll be a new budget and maybe she'll have some money. And then hopefully, if we could just get some people to help Friends of Muni, either by joining or dropping donations in the Dropbox, we would start some of it, but it's just hard to do it on 25 to 27 members. So, we're going to see what she's got. We know the catering kitchen is not going to have anything in it. Microwave, refrigerator, or nothing. So it's things like that, no furniture on the porch, but I really do think Amy will help us out if she can when the time is right.
Yeah. We need to keep in mind that if for somehow we manage to find money to buy furniture, that's going to have to be bid probably at least 3 months prior to the renovations ending. So we
can buy it through Friends of Muni if we help raise money, and we don't have to go through that.
Yeah.
But I agree with you. If the city does, they do have to do that process. And I think, Steve, that's something our committee, as we meet with John and Amy, we probably just need to keep bringing up.
Yeah.
Guys, just also something I forgot to mention. I sent Amy an email about a week and a half ago. I've been getting quotes for a new pump station, irrigation pump station. And, because we need to seriously look at doing that soon, within the next year. So she's supposed to be checking the fund balance to see what kind of funds we have in there. So hopefully, these past 2 years that we've made money, we're starting to build that up to where maybe we can do a pump station and maybe we can do some furniture for the clubhouse. So that's something she's supposed to be checking on, just to give you guys a heads up.
Okay.
That's all I have.
Are we going to have Louise, are we going to have an interior designer who does this for us?
We have not gotten that far. We're just trying to kind of push them to get started, but I don't know. I mean, it depends on the money, David. I know that
Gotcha.
John has designed the thing internally. He has not, of course, designed furniture, but I got the impression that they knew what kind of furniture and all they wanted. And he was going to send me that, but he has not done it yet.
Okay. Any questions of Louise or comments? All right. Hearing none, we'll move right along. Ron, you got anything on the greens or grounds?
I do not, nothing to add.
Okay.
The golf
I know
course is
the course in
good.
great shape. That's all I got to say.
That's right. We're moving in the right direction. Matt's doing a bang up job and his staff. And yeah, if we can keep the storms away and the crazy weather, I think we'll have a perfect golf course for the next few months.
Okay. Thank you, Brian. Dean, anything on the grounds? I mean, maintenance?
No, sir.
Nothing. I don't see any. I haven't observed anything that that the maintenance committee could do right now anyway.
Well, I've been staying away from crowds, so that's one reason I haven't been to the golf course.
Well,
So,
I've been, I go out there 2 or 3 times a week, but I haven't noticed anything that really needs any major attention at this point.
okay, well, if you see something, just let me know, and I'll come out and look at it or whatever, and we can work on it.
All right, I'll do that. And Gina, the budget
Steve,
committee.
I did want to just add real quick.
David, I do have a question about the budget. When do you think the final numbers for last fiscal year will be available?
I think in the past it's been somewhere around late September to October 1st before I finally hear what those exact numbers are.
Okay, that's fine. I knew it'd take a month or 2 to close them out, so that's fine.
Yeah.
All right. Is Amy's not with us, is she? Dean?
No, she's moving.
Oh, yeah, right. Amy's not with us, is she?
No.
Okay.
Steve, I do have a maintenance question.
Well, ask it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, my question was about the lightning rod on the bathroom. I know we talked about it not being connected at one time, and it just got me thinking about it again with those 2 fellows being electrocuted. Did we get that done?
Yeah, I'll check it out. I don't really know what really good it's going to do. I don't know. But I got to see how to repair it. I don't really know how to repair a lightning rod. I don't know where it connects to, or I don't know what happened. I ain't even looked at it, to be honest with you. So I'll take a look at it next time I'm that way.
Okay. I think if you're standing there facing the bathroom, it seemed like I saw the wire that connects to the part that goes in the ground is on the left side. Just take a look at it. But I know we talked about it a few times, but it was just something on my mind.
Yeah, I'll take a look at it.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. Louise, you got anything for Friends of Muni?
Yeah, we got the raffle tickets are out. I know there's some still at the clubhouse. I picked up Gina's yesterday, Fred, and she's gonna give a credit card to Shamina for all of hers. So we just need your help doing that. We also voted to put $1,900 on the course for what kind of grass is that stuff, Matt?
The pink muley grass, like we've been planting around 1 tee, some of the sandy areas around the golf course. I told Luke them that I could use another 200 to kind of fill in some of those areas just to give the golf course some more character. So that'll look.
Okay, so Matt's gonna wait a few weeks to order it since he's got everything he's got going now. But that's gonna be about another 1,900 that Friends is gonna put over there on the course. But other than that, we're looking at a virtual golf tournament. that we're going to come out with probably the first of the week instead of having our yearly golf tournament, since we can't figure out really how to do that with as many teams. We're going to do a virtual, and then I'll get with David, and then I'll get back with y'all on the tournament. Other than that, we're ready to roll.
Thank you for all the work you do on Friends.
Mm-hmm.
We have any unfinished business, guys? I don't think so. Any new business anybody wants to bring up?
Steve, the only thing, have you called these people that aren't coming to the meetings to find out if they just don't know how to use Zoom, or like Anthony and is it Charlie? And then you got, well, Donald, I know him, and Upchurch. I mean, because they haven't been in a while.
Hey, Louise, Joe's on.
Huh?
Joe Anthony's on.
Anthony's on? Okay.
Yep.
Then we do have a quorum. That's good.
Okay, yeah. All right, a short meeting today. I assume we'll be by Zoom next month. I have no reason to believe we'll be out of quarantine by then. So with that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Brian, second by Fred. All in favor? Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you doing this by Zoom. It's hard, I know, but it's the only way we're gonna get business done right now. Thank you, everybody. Everybody be safe.
Thanks, everyone.
All right.
See y'all later. Bye.
See you, Dean.